Hello everybody, and welcome back to Huddersfield Town Fan TV. And in this video, I am going to be discussing another potential outgoing, as Antony Evans has been linked with a move to Wigan Athletic this summer. Yes, that is the latest rumour coming out over the last 24 hours. And yes, before we do get into the topic, make sure you drop a like on this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment your thoughts down below on this potential departure. But yes, all those things really do help the channel, guys, so I appreciate if you could do those for me. But yes, let's get straight into it then. So yeah, look, as I said, yesterday it was reported by Alan Nixon that midfielder Antony Evans is attracting interest from Wigan Athletic and will either make a loan move or move on a permanent basis. So it could be one or the other. So yes, obviously that's all we really know at the moment with this. It's only kind of an early rumour, but I did want to come in here and kind of express my thoughts and opinions on this potential outgoing because, and I'd love to hear what you guys think in the chat as well. But, for me, look, I've been quite vocal throughout the season how disappointed I've been with Evans. A guy who, of course, we signed last summer from Bristol Rovers, where there was real excitement about this signing when he came in, if you remember, it's mainly because of the season he just had with Bristol Rovers when we brought him in. And I actually remember him that first game. I'm sure everybody else out there will be able to remember as well. That first game against Peterborough, the opening game of the season. And he did really well in that game. And I really liked what I saw from not just him, but the team overall as well. And I did kind of think that we had a player on our hands, but he's done absolutely nothing since then, and has been so poor in every aspect. Just underperformed most weeks, and he's just been shocking. In everything really. Losing the ball too easily. Passes going astray, not strong enough either, just getting bullied off the ball. It's been a dreadful season for him, and I just don't think really that he's ever really settled here, to be honest with you. And I think that's what it is. And I think, look, for me, I know obviously there is talk about either a loan or a permanent. I would try and offload him permanently now. I think that is the right decision for us as a club. And especially, if we can actually bring in someone in a lot better in that position as well. Just frees up space to bring somebody else in. And that's the way I see it, really. Look, nothing against Evans whatsoever, really. I just think that he has been a signing that's kind of just epitomised the shocking recruitment we've had over the last few years under Cartwright's wing. And the fact that he's gone now, we're trying to offload all of these players that has actually been signed by Cartwright and look. Not being convincing at all. Not really sad if he does go. That's the way I feel about it. He hasn't offered us what we hoped he would have offered us when he came through the door. But it will be interesting to see how this story develops, actually, and if there's any kind of truth in it. I do kind of tend to take Alan Nixon kind of seriously. I do think he kind of does get a lot of things right, but he also does get some things wrong as well. But and though, like I said, we do need to get rid of these average players and wasters of the ball off the books. A lot of people on social media are the same. People are just happy that nothing personal, just hasn't worked out for him here at the club, and I think that's the way I see it. And it will allow us to bring in somebody better in that position. But there's so many players on the books at the moment that aren't good enough, and that's why, at the end of last season, when we were starting to evaluate the squad overall, well, I said it for a number of weeks now, to be fair. We need basically a new starting 11, apart from a few. And I think that just shows how bad this squad actually is, and how much dross we've actually got on the books. Yes, I know the squad was cut down massively over the summer with the contracts, with the out of contract players not being renewed, but we still have a lot of dross. Still, before we've made the signs we have, in Ledson and Harness, we had 18 players before then, so that's 18 players that you can only say a few out of 18 of those, only a few really get in the starting 11 going to next season. That's the way I see it. But look, Antony Evans potentially going to Wigan Athletic, and yes, it would. To be fair, I think it would be a good move for him, somewhere different, somewhere there where I'm not saying the pressure isn't as big at Wigan. It probably isn't, though, to be fair, compared to us. So I think the pressure at Wigan will be less. And yeah, I think he just needs another. Sometimes, from the player's perspective, it just doesn't work out, so you have to just move on. But yeah, I think for the player himself as well, I think it would be better for him to go as well. But for us as a club, first and foremost, yeah, get rid of him and let's bring in somebody that can really contribute on a weekly, and be reliable for us, and actually, and get the output that we thought we were going to get with this guy. But yes, has been a bit of a shorter video today, to be honest with you. With this one, mind you, this is the second video that I'm doing today, in matter of fact. But this is kind of a bit of a shorter one. But I did want to kind of come on here and update about the Antony Evans situation at the moment. Kind of came out of the blue, this rumour, really, didn't it? I didn't really expect it, because I didn't think. So it's not like these players that we have on the books have put themselves in the shop window, have they? So that's why I'm kind of surprised. But yeah, let's see how this one develops, and hopefully we can just offload him now, and hopefully we can see a few more incomings this week as well. Because, like I said, I was a bit disappointed back end of last week that we hadn't made another signing. To be honest with you, I would have hoped that we'd got a third signing in, but yeah, hopefully we do get somebody in this week. Obviously, as we know, as I did it in the last video, Sorba Thomas being sold for a significant fee. So whatever that significant fee is, hopefully that can go towards another new player. So yeah, let's see what happens this week on the transfer front. But thanks for watching, appreciate it. Drop a like, subscribe. Comment your thoughts down below on this potential outgoing. But look, Antony Evans to Wigan, I think so. Makes sense. Just let's just let go of him and cash in on him now whilst we can. Anyway, guys, take care, and I'll see you all tomorrow with some more Huddersfield Town content. Up the town.